Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody out there listening. Today I'm gonna be talking about health, wealth, and relationships. These are the three categories that I put my life into, and the three categories I try to balance out. And I feel like these three categories are what life is all about. Like for one, health. Health is very important, as we all know. Um, health is everything. If you don't not in good health, how will you even be able to live? Then you have wealth, resources, money. You need that to live in this world. Money makes the world go round. Resources, so that's something that you need if you want to live and live a good life at least. And relationships, which is, the relationship with your parents, the relationship with your girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse, relationship with your dog, relationship with your friends, relationship with God, relationship with whoever. It's just relationships in general, even a relationship with yourself. And so how I break these three down is, I try to keep all three of them balanced and do different things to be able to balance these three out. Everybody has their own thing when it comes to, how they want the relationships to be, how much wealth they want, and, what kind of health they want to be in. But I'm guessing, everybody wants that balance and wants it to be as good as they can get it. I think that's one thing we all have in common. But like I said, we all have different measures that we take in order of how we view health, wealth, and relationships. So I'm going to jump right into it here by saying, health. I'm going to start out with health. Health is key, as we all know. You want to be able to live long, have kids, enjoy your grandkids if your kids have kids, or even if you have kids. Even if you don't have kids, you want to be in good health so you can, move around and enjoy life, enjoy what this beautiful earth has to offer. So, you want to be in good health, as much health as you can, at least, Well, for me, I try to drink a smoothie a day if I can. Sometimes I don't. So maybe a smoothie every other day, but usually I try to get one every day if I can. Um, I try to eat my vegetables, eat my fruit, and, try to balance that out. But sometimes, we all have our cheat days or, whatever. Sometimes we want to eat, ice cream or whatever it is, and that's perfectly normal. You want to have a balance. You don't want to go all the way in on just eating vegetables and fruit because, that's going to kind of throw it off. But, you can if you're able to do that. A lot of people can't do that. 98% of people can't do that. But if you can do that, then that's great. Like, that's a big accomplishment. But it's all about balance, too. But you don't want to overdo the junk food either, because that's when you go into all these health problems and stuff like that. So, you don't want to be sitting on the couch snacking, eating Nutter Butters all day, eating Takis and all this kind of stuff every day. That's not healthy at all. So we don't want to do that. And another thing about health is, maybe you can get a workout in the morning or workout in the evening. And, you don't have to work out every day, work out 2 to 3 times a day, something like that, You don't have to work out every day trying to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something, bruh. You a bodybuilder, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, if that's your thing, then go ahead and do it. But, that's not my thing. So, I don't want to be over here looking like a bodybuilder like Hulk or something, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be toned up, look good and stuff, be healthy. But, we all have our different, how we want to look in our heads. And, so whatever you want to do every day or 2 to 3 times a week or 1 time a week or whatever, just make sure you try to get that in there because it's very important, Health is very important. The next category I'm going to talk about is relationships. And with relationships, I just feel like, maybe you should strive to try to have relationships with everyone, good relationships with everyone. And this ties into friends and what we were talking about on the other podcast when we talk about getting around positive people and not around negative people. And, you got to get around those positive people, and you want to cultivate those relationships, and you want to stay in touch with people. We all have busy lives. We're all adults. We have responsibilities. We all have things to do. But you still want to reach out, to your friends and everything and make sure they're doing okay. They make sure you're doing okay, and you keep in touch, because, relationships are everything. You never know what can happen in the future, and you might need that person. That person might need you, for anything. So it's very important to keep those relationships going and keep them alive. Another one is relationships with your family. It's very important to have a relationship with your family if you can, because, some families, discombobulate and stuff like that. But, you got to try your best to try to repair that, because in the end, all you have is your family. Sometimes that's all you have, your family, or you have yourself. But if you can, you want to stay in touch with your family and build that bond, because relationships are everything. Like, we're humans. We move off of emotions. So we need that. We need that love, that genuine love, So if you have somebody you haven't talked to in a while, maybe reach out, give them a call, family member, or, your mom or your dad, or something happened between you guys and you're mad at them. But still, you want to reach out to them, because you never know what can happen. Life is short. People die every day, and you don't want that regret, knowing that you could have repaired that relationship, but you didn't, because, you were holding a grudge against that person. So you don't want to do that. If you can, try to repair that relationship, because at the end of the day, when they're gone, you're going to miss them. It doesn't matter how much they did you dirty, or how much you did them dirty, or whatever the case may be. You're going to miss them in the end. It's just what it is. And, you can have relationships with your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend. That's a very important one too. And, it's kind of hard to balance all this, because, you're going to work, or you're going to school, or, you're building your business, or whatever you're doing. And it's kind of hard to call people every morning and talk to people all the time. And you got a lot of stuff going on. You're busy, We're all busy, but sometimes you got to take time out of your day and, call up that person, talk to that person. Just like with your relationships, when you're with someone, that's your significant other. So you want to make them feel loved, make them feel wanted. And I know it's a struggle, I know it's hard. You don't want to be doing well in one category, like your health, and then you toss your relationships to the side. Or you want to be doing good in your relationships and toss your wealth to the side. Or you want to do good with your money and your resources, but you toss your family to the side, or you toss your health to the side, and start, eating bad and having a bad diet. So it's important to keep that balance. And so having a strong relationship with a significant other is very important. It can take you to the next level, take your relationship to the next level. Because, when you're with someone, you're in it with them. You're in it together in this world, This world is tough, so you need to have two strong people, and it'll make it way easier. The third category is wealth, of course, resources, money. And with wealth, they say money isn't everything. True, but money is very important to your life. It gives you the freedom to be able to do what you want whenever you want, and to be able to take care of your family, because in the end, that's what you want to do, right? You want to take care of you, your family, your loved ones, and make sure they have a good life. And in order to do that, you need money. So money is very important equation. And so, at the end of the day, you want to learn different skills, either for you to go into business for yourself, or you want to learn skills in order employers to seek you for your skills and get paid in compensation with money. Or, you could be doing a job like a dentist or a nurse or firefighter, police, anything, But as far as wealth, there's 4 classes in the U.S., I would say. You got the poor, you got the middle class, you got the rich, you got the ultra rich. So, there's 4 different classes, and you got to try to do things to elevate yourself into the different classes if that's what you want. 'Cause I know some people, a lot of people don't really care for money that much. They just want to be doing what they love in return, but you still need money to take care of yourself. And I understand if people don't want to be ultra rich and super rich like that, But even if you don't, if you can get there, then guess what? You can give that wealth away to people who need it. Because you yourself don't want to be wealthy, but you can give it away to other people, or you can give it to your family, and you need money to be able to provide for your family. And so you don't want to be broke and, have a good relationship and be in good health. Because if you're broke, then you're struggling financially, and that's hard to be able to keep up with your health and relationships, because that's going to struggle too eventually. So you want to try to keep that balance and create that balance. But, for my people who want to be rich and, in the ultra rich category, it's possible. I always hear people say, oh, rich people this, rich people that, blah, blah, blah. But, it's possible for you to get there too. You just need to learn how to save, invest, live below your means, and you'll get there. Or you can start your own business, use those skills, and make money. Or if you don't want to do that, you can work your job. But when you work your job, your career, you want to save that money, invest it, live below your means. So then you could take that money, and that money is investing and piling up for you. And 20, 30 years later, you got you a great nest egg and a bunch of wealth that you can retire with, because, no one's going to save you. So you got to be looking toward the future to put some money up for yourself, because a lot of these programs are getting cut, like Social Security and all that kind of stuff. They're cutting into it slowly and surely. They're cutting into it. And I don't know if we're even going to have those in the future. So you got to be looking out for yourself by putting some money up, investing, and having some money left over for when you're older and you can't work anymore and you need to use that money to live. But it's very important to save and invest. Very important. So, that's health, wealth, and relationships. It's all about balance, though. You want to have a balance. You don't want to be doing great financially when you let everything go with your friends, your family, and you let your diet go. You don't want to be doing great in your diet, but you're broke, and your family, you're not giving it any attention. You're not talking to any of your friends. You don't want to have a great relationship with your family, everything, and you broke, and you in bad health. Or 2 out of the 3. You want to try to get 3 out of the 3. You want to try to push yourself to get 3 out of the 3. Make yourself the best you can be. Push yourself. And so, that concludes this podcast. But, that's something for everybody to be thinking about, Health, wealth, and relationships. Those are the 3 keys. Try to build on that. Make it the best you can do. And, have a blessed day, everybody. And I hope y'all found something inside of this podcast that'll help you out in the future. And I hope, you think about those 3 categories and try to expand on it and make it the best you can do and be the best you can be. All right, y'all. Peace. Kite.